Hey kids, Miss Hillary here, back to read you another Passover story. Now Passover is a very special night that is different than all other nights. And I know some of you might be wondering, why? Why is this night different from all other nights? Today's story is about a little girl named Hannah Levine who wonders that same thing. Now Hannah Levine is the youngest member of her family. She's the littlest. And she doesn't always like that so much. But on Passover, being the littlest gives her a special opportunity to ask exactly the question that we're all wondering. Why is this night different from all other nights? Let's read to find out. Are you ready? The Littlest Levine by Sandy Lanton, illustrated by Claire Kie. Hannah Levine was little. She was too little to reach the sink by herself, too little to tie her own shoelaces. Show me your connection fingers if you've ever felt like you were too little to do something and maybe didn't like it so much. I hate being the littlest Levine, called Hannah. I know, said Grandpa, but someday you may change your mind. On Sukkot, it was even worse. Her daddy had to pick her up so she could hang her paper chains from the roof of the sukkah. I hate being the littlest, said Hannah. Don't worry, said Grandpa. Soon you'll be glad to be the littlest Levine. On Hanukkah, Hannah couldn't light the candles by herself. Her grandma insisted on guiding her hand. I hate being the littlest Levine, said Hannah. Be patient, said Grandpa. Soon you'll be proud to be the littlest Levine. On Purim, Hannah filled the hamantashen and folded them up. But her mother had to put them in the oven. Now, I know you're making connection fingers at home because that's exactly what happened when we made hamantashen in our classroom. Oh, I hate being the littlest, said Hannah. Your holiday is coming, my littlest Levine, said Grandpa. Let's go into my study, just the two of us. We have a lot of learning to do. Passover preparations began, and the whole family was busy. When they cleaned the house, Hannah could only wash the lowest part of the window. When they unpacked the Passover dishes, Hannah could only put the shelf paper in the bottom cabinets. And when it was time to make the matzah balls, Hannah wasn't allowed near the stove. But every evening after dinner, she and her grandpa went off together. The afternoon before the Seder, Hannah's brother and sister set the table. Her father arranged the food on the Seder plate, and her mother put out the wine glasses. But once again, Hannah and her grandpa disappeared into his study. When it was finally time for the Seder, Hannah put on her new polka dot dress and matching ribbon in her hair. She twirled around her room, letting the skirt billow out in a full circle. She was ready. Now show me your connection fingers if you enjoy wearing big skirts or dresses and twirling around so they flow out in a big circle. I know I do. The candles were lit and everyone joined in the blessing. They took turns reading from the Haggadah. When it was time for the 4 questions, everyone got quiet. Who is the littlest? Grandpa asked. Hannah smoothed her hair and cleared her throat. She stood tall. In her loudest, clearest voice, she chanted, Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot, mikol halelot. Why is this night different from all other nights? When she finished reciting all 4 questions, she sat down. My littlest Levine, Grandpa said. I'm so proud of you. He gave her a big hug. Thank you for teaching me, Grandpa, Hannah whispered. Today, I love being the littlest Levine. Thanks for reading with me. I hope you enjoyed our story. Now, if you're the littlest in your family, you might have the opportunity to be just like Hannah Levine and ask the 4 questions around your Seder table. If you'd like to learn them with me, make sure to check out my other videos. The 4 questions, parts 1 through 4, will be coming out starting today. Have a great week.